Hey y'all, hi. Okay, I am a mess. I'm supposed to have most of my makeup in my vanity and just have like a selection on my dresser downstairs or in my makeup bag that I'm using in the day-to-day. I feel like half of what I own is like out, either in a bag, on my filming station, strewn across my vanity, in the bedroom somewhere. I've done my best to collect it all together. This isn't even all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4 receptacles in which I've sort of collected everything. And today I'm going to get organized, put some of it away, decide what it is that I want to be using in the day-to-day, and probably give you a whole bunch of makeup and maybe even some skincare reviews in the process. Let's go ahead and get into the meat of the video. Okay, this is a really pretty tray that we got at the East Fork store when we were there last summer. I love it so much. It's a little hard to see because there's so much light from above, but it's kind of translucent, it's resin, and things have just collected in here. All of these things are just piled up in here, and it's not really being used in a way that shows it off to its best effect. You know, when I see it, I want to be like, wow, that tray is so beautiful, literally every day. And in order for that to be true, I have to only have the number of things in it that like preserves its shape and beauty, you know, instead of overwhelming it. And they have to be things that I'm pretty much using every day. While I was cleaning that out, I lost a nail. So I'm going to glue this back on and kind of just keep planning while I go. This is the static nail glue that I just happen to have in the brush-on container, but these nails are from Glamnetic. So my plan is to put into this container just a handful of things that I'm using every day. Maybe just perfumes and like 1 or 2 basic makeup items. The skincare needs to go into my drawer, the skincare that I've been using. And then I've got this, my Merit bag, that will have the rest of my absolutely everyday indispensable daily wear makeup in it, and that's what I'm going to keep downstairs. Everything else needs to be put away up here because everything else is like makeup that I'm going to be rotating through, tools of the trade, you know, stuff that's for review, for comparison, makeup that I'm going to keep testing over the course of the first part of this year and then decide whether or not I want to keep, etc. Okay, so this is the stuff that I've been using the most frequently. This is a mix of what had ended up in that tray and in this bag. I'm just going to go through basically product by product and decide what to do with each thing. L'Oreal Prime Lab 24-hour redness eraser. This is the only green color corrector that I have right now, pretty much, that's functional. Everything else is either used up or dried up. This is what I'm using, and I've been using it almost every day. So this is staying in like the everyday group. This primer from Topicals that I reviewed recently, I didn't love it when I first tried it, but then I started reaching for it almost every day just to dab into the larger pores underneath my eyes and like a little bit into the wrinkles on my forehead and my crow's feet. I've just been using it in tandem with my other primers, and it's great. It's a great, well-performing, totally non-pilling smoothing primer. It's actually ended up being way more useful and desirable than I thought it was when I did that first impression. So this is going to stay with my everyday makeup. And then this is the other priming product that I've been using. It's a travel size, like a little mini of Auric Glow Lust. This is more useful than I expected it to be. I love Auric Glow Lust, but I'm not as prone to keep the big bottle mixed in among my things right now because I'm kind of living out of my makeup bag because I still haven't gotten my vanity totally set up. So when I found this in and amongst my things and I put it into my bag, I started wearing Glow Lust almost every day. I've really been like using these 3 things as a combination to prime. A dirty Q-tip doesn't need to be in there. This is like a package opening tool, doesn't need to be in there. Juvia's Place Plumping Gloss Stick in Sugar Cookie, I absolutely love. I have been wearing this so much that since I pulled it into my everyday makeup bag. I am constantly using it just to add a little bit of pigment and depth and kind of gray tone to whatever else I've put on my lips. I've loved having this. I essentially shopped my stash for this and then I've kept using it and I've loved having it. But I think it's time for it to go back in the regular lipstick drawer just to make room for other things. NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Chantilly. This is my spot concealer. This is like a total staple. Use it almost every day. And I've been using it with this brush, the BK Beauty 209. Speaking of brushes, I have too many complexion brushes mixed in. I love this dense Sigma brush, the soft coverage F48. And I also really enjoy the flat kabuki from Sigma. But these two new brushes from Refer, the LCO2 and LCO3, are what I've been using for all over base and then for blush and highlight. I'm just going to keep these and I'm going to put these back in my vanity with my other brushes. And this BK Beauty 210, I've been using as a lip brush, and it's been really great to have that in my everyday makeup bag as well. I've mostly been using it to apply NARS Bewitched every day of my life, now and forever, for the rest of my life. I love this lipstick so much. I applied this in a recent video about makeup, just like testing a little bit of makeup that I bought at Sephora, and I've been wearing it in every video since then, and everybody's wanted to know what it is. Look at the richness, the depth of this color, how truly brown it is, but it's just red enough. It's just grungy enough. It's perfect in every way. I'm definitely keeping that out. What I would like to do is to just have that and maybe one other thing for the lips and put everything else away, just to encourage myself to focus on one thing at a time and switch things out more frequently instead of just letting everything that I use pile up the way that it has been doing. The Rhode blush has basically been my only blush. It's like the only blush, this is a Sleepy Girl, that I have been using for so long, months, 4 months or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. All of my other blushes are getting no play. I think I'm going to put this away in my drawer and try to focus on some other blushes. Just give something else a chance. Oh, the new Lancome mascara. Lancome came out with this brown and they called it True Brown, which just gets me every time. I had hopes when I pulled it out that it would actually look brown on me, but it just looks black once I put it on my lashes. It is still too dark to really register as brown, but it's a great mascara, Tenty Doll, and it's nice to have it in a very slightly softer, it's essentially a soft black for me. That's essentially how it looks. This is brand new, so I will continue to use this. Let's look at these concealers. I know there are other concealers kicking around, but for some reason, these are the only 3 that I can find right now. Everything's getting all mixed up. This is the Refi concealer in the shade 01, the lightest shade. This is a repurchase. I just replaced this because the other one, which I'm sure we will come across at some point, is all dried up. I've used it up. I also have the next lightest shade, or the next darkest, I guess, the second lightest shade. And I do like to mix them together, but it's this one under the eyes that has really been making my skin its best self since this product launched. So this is kind of my main gig. The Tower 28 Serum Concealer, I have it in the 2 lightest shades and I've been testing it for like 2 weeks now. It's a little dry compared to the Refi. It doesn't do that magical sort of blurring and brightening and glistenifying thing. It's more of a standard concealer. It's like lots of pigment dispersed in a pretty serum-y liquid. But then once the liquid starts to dry down, the fact that there's lots of pigment comes through and makes it feel just a little dry on me. I don't know. I actually might give this away. Just while it's still fresh, I might just give it away to my cousin or someone else in my family who, maybe my sister, who could use a concealer close to my shade. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because why make myself continue to try it when I tested it, reviewed it, and I know that I would just rather use this one like literally every single day rather than something that I don't like as much. This Armani one, however, Armani Luminous Silk Concealer is beautiful on the skin. This shade, it doesn't have a shade name on it, 2.5 or something like that. The lightest, most neutral shade isn't the smallest number in the range. It isn't like the first one. It's weird. This is a really beautiful concealer. And I think this is the perfect companion to the Refi, mixing these two together. And also this slightly sort of creamier, more traditional finish on the Armani will complement the Refi really well. Some brow pencils. These are just, okay, the Merit, one is empty and one is too warm. So black brown is my favorite color in this Merit pencil and it's empty. This Benefit Gimme Brow, as you can see, has broken. This Merit pencil is in the shade dark brown, which is a little too warm for me. I'll try to use it up just because I don't really have anything else right now. I don't really have another brow pencil right now. This Typology brow gel is so amazing. It really reminds me of the old CoverGirl fibrous brow building stronghold product. I really, really like it. And the color, dark brown, is a black enough brown that it makes my brows ashy enough so that just a tiny bit of this merit, even though it's warmer, doesn't F it up too much. So these two together, I think will get me through. Like these are going to be my mains right now. What else is left? A random lip liner that I actually haven't really minded having, but I think what I'll do is put it away with the other products because it's getting to be kind of a lot. I've just been collecting everything in the tray. It's getting to be kind of a lot for every day. I recently uncovered this, meaning like I found it in a purse somewhere. This is Hourglass Rise. This was like the winner in its category of the search for the best lip balm. It's a lovely, cool-toned, slightly grungy, pale, neutral shade of a slightly plumping glossy balm. And when I found it again, I was like, oh, I want to start using this again. So I'm going to keep this. This is going to be the alternative to the NARS lipstick for now. And then we'll see if I can manage putting all of the other lip products away for now. I would love to just have two. At the end of the week, probably pretty soon, I'll be like, oh, I'm ready to switch them out. That is the life I want, my friends. However, I'm not ready to let this NARS palette go. The only annoying thing about this is how hard it is to open. I got this recently for review. I love it. I love it. I haven't used any of the mattes, right? It's just using these shimmers pretty much just the way that I did in that video. And sometimes this one, those are what I've used. It's just those. I haven't dug into these yet, but it's making me want to, right? It's making me want to wear this brick red on my eyes. It's making me want to wear this kind of cranberry. It's making me, Hannah Louise Poston, want to wear this color on my lids. I don't know. It's not too big, not too small. It's not too crazy, but it's not too neutral and boring. It's just giving me that old makeup lover's thrill. It's giving me something to sink my teeth into. And I'll take it. I will take it. It's making me want to wear eyeshadow. I'll take it. I had grabbed this brush to use as a concealer brush when I couldn't find the other one. But you know what? I am actually going to switch it in. So I'm taking the concealer brush I have been using out and I'm putting this in as my concealer brush. And here's why. It will be easier to tell which one I'm grabbing, right? Because I was constantly getting the concealer brush and the lip brush mixed up, and now I won't get them mixed up anymore. The Gucci Gloss. This is a cool product that I continue to enjoy testing from time to time, but this doesn't need to be with my everyday makeup. Summer Fridays lip balm. This can also be put away with this can also be put away with lip products. I have enough lip balms kicking around. I actually think I'm going to put this eye primer in my everyday makeup bag because I've been wearing the NARS palette without a primer because I don't want to come up here and find one, like dig one out. I think I'll be more likely to continue wearing eyeshadow just for fun on a daily basis if I prime my eyes too. The Iris and Romeo Power Peptide Lip Balm in Chestnut. The color of this is extraordinary. This would make a really good companion to the NARS. This is making me want to keep it. We might have to do a little bit of weeding at the end. Okay, that's all of the makeup that was in that initial bunch, but this is all like skincare and perfume that has been floating around. It's ended up right just on top of my vanity in reach because I've been using it every day. So that means that I can review it really well, and that's what I'm going to do right now. A couple of things from Obagi. They sent this. This was a PR package from Obagi last week. So obviously I haven't been using these long enough to be like my skin is transformed, but I have been using them for a solid week, and that's been long enough for me to be like, I love these products and my skin feels so good. So this is the Obagi Elastoderm. It's just, it says it's a lifting and sculpting facial moisturizer. I've been using it as a night cream, sometimes layering it. It's like a nice medium weight, not too thick, but definitely not super light. I do tend to press like an oil or something into my skin on top of this just to seal everything in. But my skin's been incredibly soft, like feeling amazing in the morning. The only thing I don't like about it is the smell. It's not bad. It just also isn't comforting. It's got a very light, I don't know, sort of skincare floral scent, but it smells a little old fashioned to me, maybe a little musty. It's very light, like not strong enough for me to dislike it. It's just not an actively positive part of the experience. Okay, this is the Elastoderm eye cream. You know, any eye cream that makes you use it is a good one. And this is very pleasant to apply. It just feels like the eye cream version of this. These are great, great products. And And this is the Advanced Filler Concentrate. So this is a thing you're supposed to put on at the beginning of the day, and it kind of, I think, like acts on fine lines and plumps them up immediately, kind of like a lip plumper for your skin. Not intense and stinging and horrible like a lip plumper, but I think that that's just the general idea. It says gently tap a small amount on areas of concern, including forehead lines, frown lines, crow's feet, etc. Let it dry for 1 minute before applying makeup. I've been doing that, and I do feel it kind of slightly tightening the areas on which I put it, and that's been giving me a little bit of extra confidence when I'm like applying makeup to film or something. After 1 week, I just generally quite approve of these products. Now I need to decide, well, I'm going to keep them right on my vanity. I need to decide how I'm going to organize things. Let me see how many things I end up having to deal with in my space. Another skincare product that I've totally fallen for, the Pharmacy Honey Milk. I bought this. I realized recently that, speaking of random skincare that comes in PR, only using random skincare that was coming in PR wasn't doing my skin the best service. So I went out and got a couple of things that I just really wanted to use and that I thought would serve my skin. This is one of them. It's a hydrating essence, so it's like a milky, really lovely milky, kind of like Ilia skin milk, but I think of this as being more of skincare, whereas I think of Ilia skin milk as being like primer, honestly. I think of it as being a pre-makeup product. I think of this as being like a step in my skincare routine. My skin absolutely loves it. I love applying it, and I'm so glad I got it, and I'm definitely going to keep this right within easy grabbing distance. Oh, this is an OC serum, bioactive. I think I'm going to see if Joe wants to use the rest of this. I clearly used this for a little while. I think I was using it at a time when my skin was a bit reactive, like I was using too many actives at once, and so I backed off of this. This doesn't need to be front and center on my vanity because I'm not using it every day. This was PR, this brand Frey, Bakuchiol. Wow, I don't remember how to pronounce this word. It's that retinol alternative, natural retinol alternative. This is a serum that has that in it. This is a night cream. I really like the delivery mechanisms of these. This is, to me, the perfect skincare packaging. It's got a pump, and it's this really chunky, easy to use pump that stays very clean. These just beg for me to use them, and as a result, I have been using them, and my skin is very happy. They're very restorative. Neither one is too intense, even though this one, is supposed to be a bit cell renewing. I really like them. The only thing I dislike, again, is the smell of this one specifically. The night cream, it smells a little bit like a men's cologne, like an unsubtle men's cologne. For some reason, it's super weird. I think it's just the ingredients. I don't think it's a scent. It hasn't stopped me from using it, which is kind of saying something in the case of this. I think these are really good products. Oh, and this, I have so much. Well, of course, of all of the skincare that I have to use and try, these are the things I've been using the most. That's why they've ended up right in this tray on top of my vanity, because I've just been using them pretty much every single day and or night. So of course I love them all, right? I'm telling you why they've ended up at the top. This brand, Diende, they also sent this barrier building moisture cream. This is another thing. It's like really, really softening and moisturizing. Not quite thick enough to be my final step without anything slightly more occlusive on top of it. So I've been actually using the Aaron's Faces Tamanu Balm, an amazing barrier salve. It's mostly Tamanu oil, but just a little bit of safflower oil and beeswax mixed in. Really healing, a powerhouse ingredient, and a really, really amazing product. And I love this brand, of course. So I've been just using a little bit of this, like rubbing it and then tapping it on top of these really moisturizing, creamy, nourishing, exciting products just to seal everything in. So funny, I reviewed a bunch of skincare recently and none of these products were in it because I'd had this for a while, but I hadn't been using it. I hadn't bought this yet. These had come in PR, but I hadn't been using them long enough to talk about in that video, and these hadn't come in PR yet. And in that video, I was like, just feeling like my skin was super reactive. I was using too much. I wasn't letting it rest and heal. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I was sort of all over the place. Wasn't paying close enough attention to what I was using. Didn't have what I really wanted. Since then, I've kind of jumped ship from all of the really harsh actives that I was using, and I've gone to mostly more soothing things. My skin's a lot happier with this stuff. However, it doesn't all need to be on top of my vanity. vanity. Some of it can be in the drawer. I think this can be in the drawer. I'll still remember to use it. I want to keep this with my makeup because it's kind of like a priming step. This can be in the drawer. I'll still remember to use it. I think that it would behoove me to keep the Pharmacy Honey Milk out on my vanity. And these guys too. I've benefited from having them sitting out on my vanity. These ones can all, well, maybe I should keep them all out. Maybe I should put makeup in the bag and skincare and perfume in the tray. Let's see if I can get them all to fit. We'll have to go through the perfume first. Oh, one more thing I forgot about that I've been using, the Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow. I've been rotating this in. So I've been using either Diende or Youth to the People or the Obagi every night. It's amazing. Same thing, right? My skin absolutely loves it, but I do feel like I have to put a tiny bit of barrier cream on top of it. This is a fantastic product. It's a bit pricey. Full size is like $58. I don't know if I'll buy it given that I have these other ones that I really love, but everyone who was singing the praises of this in the comments when I brought this out, I get you. Okay, perfume. Commodity Milk, I really love how this smells, but the sprayer is broken and I just ain't nobody got time. I love how it smells so much. I need to try to fix it by taking this apart, maybe try to decant it or something, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to put it sort of in a holding pattern, right? With some things that are not front and center. Ellis Brooklyn Super Amber. I got this to test, meant to test this, and I haven't been. I'm going to spray it on myself right now. It's definitely a skin scent. I feel like I can smell it and I can tell that we won't be able to tell what it smells like without wearing it. Oh yeah, the amber is kind of coming out now. Wow, I really like it. It feels vanilla-y a bit and spicy, but maybe a little bit too perfumey. I'm really after things these days that don't really smell like perfume. They just smell good and aren't too gourmand and overwhelming. Just really kind of pure and good, like crushed herbs or something. This is a little perfumey for me, but I'm going to keep trying it. I'm excited about being able to wear and enjoy scent again, honestly. I'm still testing the new Merit perfume. The bottle is so stunning that I will probably just keep it on my vanity no matter what. It doesn't have super great lasting power for me. I feel like it's a nice combination of freshness and maturity, I guess, like youth and womanliness, but it feels actually maybe even a little bit, it's almost like it reminds me of a different phase of my life, even though it's not because it specifically smells like that. Maybe something I would have loved to wear like 8 to 10 years ago. And I'm not quite sure it's me right now, but I do wear it once in a while. It's like it's pear at the beginning, but then that goes away and you're left with something a bit powdery and addictive, also kind of skin scenty, not very strong. It ends up reminding me a lot of Glossier You, like the older sister of Glossier You. And maybe that's why it reminds me of something from a different phase of life, because I did used to wear Glossier You a lot. I think that that's what it is. Ooh, I love this scent. Future Society Invisible Woods. A really amazing, strong, spicy, woody scent that is a bit perfumey. We are hoping to start dancing tango again really quite soon. And this is the kind of thing I would like to wear when I go out dancing tango, because I feel it's really wearable for me specifically, and it has both the masculinity and femininity. And I like to dance both the leading role and the following role when I go out dancing tango. So yeah, I'm going to hang on to that one. I like all of these. I thought there would be some here that I would weed out, but I actually do have all of these in rotation. Nemat Amber Fragrance Oil. Wow. The foil is getting everywhere. That is a mess. And I was really into this when I first got it, and now I find it to be a little bit suffocating smelling, just a little bit stuffy. So I'm actually going to put this on the back burner for a time. This is my favorite perfume that I've been wearing. It's just a little sample of the Sixth from Vriau. It's very herbal and spicy and not too perfumey at all. It's kind of my perfect perfume for me in my life right now. I really, really like it. I don't know anything about this. This was just a sample that I got and I've just loved wearing it. It's pretty strong, but it's like strong and earthy. I really like it. And this is a little sample of Batito Dali from the Ministry of Scent. I haven't even tried this yet, but I've been meaning to, and I can't spray it right now because I already sprayed that other one. Okay, clearly I want to keep these around and be trying them. Let's see what I can do with the organization of my stuff now. Okay, so this is one option. I have the perfumes, which I like having them here because it makes me want to wear them. And then the two skincare products that I want to have the most handy, the Pharmacy Honey Milk and the Air & Space's Tamanu Balm. But then in this space for makeup, my first thought was to put the eyeshadow and the lipstick here to kind of encourage me to wear them. And also it's nice to see them because they're so beautiful. Then another thought that I've had, so the idea here is to put the makeup that I want to be more compelled to wear, put it out so that I can see it. The other thought is to put my most used makeup for my basic face in here and just have this out in the open all the time. Given how my days are going lately, I think this is actually the better option for me. Even though it's not the most beautiful, it's also not ugly either. Everything looks beautiful in this tray, right? When I'm doing the least, I'm doing some skincare and then I'm applying the green color corrector, the concealers, and some brow. So the Typology brow gel and then the Merit to fill it in. And these are the brushes I'm using: complexion, concealing, and this little pot concealer. I do this maybe half the time. And then if I'm going somewhere, if I'm filming or something, then I go into the rest of it. I haven't picked a blush, so there isn't a blush in here right now, but I think this is a better setup for me, right? Because once I do this, if I'm like, oh, I'd like to wear blush or highlighter or lipstick or something, then I can go into the bag. This is a good system. Okay, so I'm doing this and that's what's gonna go in my vanity downstairs. The rest of this skincare is gonna go into the drawer, which is like right, when I say vanity, I mean dresser, right underneath. It's the top drawer of the dresser and this is sitting right on top of it. So it'll all be quite close. And then I'll have the rest of my everyday makeup in this bag. And as I go through the rest of my makeup, I will find a blush and highlight to put in here, or maybe as I go through the makeup in my drawers, my vanity, which is what I'm going to do next, I will find a blush. I'll like pick a blush. I'll shop my stash for a blush that I want to use. Okay, that's the first part. That's basically the first half of this video done. Oh, I forgot about this Tom Ford perfume. It reminds me of like a time of life that wasn't that long ago because I had this candle. My friend Simbri had given me the candle like 2 years ago, or like a little more than 2 years ago actually, because I think it was pretty much exactly 2 years ago. Wow, I loved this as a candle. This is Bitter Peach. Smelling it makes me want to get the candle again. I'm going to keep this in the tray too, just because it's so beautiful. Although actually, I think I'd be less likely to wear this right now. And this is making me realize that I need like a backup perfume storage up here. So I'm going to put this with the other perfumes that I decided to keep out of rotation for now and have like a little area of perfume up here where I can shop my perfume stash and rotate them in downstairs. Ooh, I like that idea. So the question now is, do I dig into all of the rest of this makeup or do I end this video here and start a new video? Honestly, I feel like you on the other side, you're probably in for a penny, in for a pound. Like you probably are here for all of it now at this moment. So let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. And this one will be kind of a long one. All right, so I'm going to remove the tray, the bag, and the skincare. And now of all of this stuff, the question remains, what is it? What is it doing in my life? Like, what has it been doing floating around? Do I want to put any of it into my everyday makeup bag? Do I want to declutter any of it? Does it all just need to be put away in my vanity? Like, what is this? What is this? That's the question we're about to answer. Okay, bag number one. Kind of like a Christmas stocking over here. Some of this, wow, an empty NARS box. Some of this is NARS PR. I got a PR package from NARS after I filmed that video in which I reviewed the eyeshadow palette and the lipstick. They didn't send me either of those products. Honestly, they kind of sent me like the NARS starter pack, it feels. And with NARS, I want their most unusual colors, right? I want everything that's the most brown rather than being orange, and the most gray, the most off the beaten path. Maybe this actually, the Afterglow Sensual Shine lipstick in the shade Truth or Dare. Kind of here for that. Yeah, I'm actually really here for this. What I need is like a makeup to test receptacle or spot. What I want to do actually is try this on camera, right? I need to put it in the trying new makeup pile. In fact, I should save this for that and not dig into it now. I'm going to put this NARS makeup. Ooh. I'm like, I'm not going to open it now. I'm opening it. This is a blush. What? My prayers are answered. Oh my gosh, this is the shade Aragon. Oh yeah, I've got to try this on my face. I'm putting all of this aside to try on camera. I do have an area in my life where I keep PR that I haven't put on yet, that I haven't put on camera yet. That's where this needs to go. Haus Labs Triclone Foundation in white. I absolutely love this as a mix-in, but this can go back in my vanity. This can go be put away. Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. Also really like it. It can be put away. The Rabanne Love Balm and Soul Kiss. The greatest lip product of our generation. I saw the greatest lip product of my generation, Starving Hysterical Naked, and it was Rabanne Soul Kiss. I'm going to put this in my everyday makeup bag. I just can't be without it, but I'm going to remember that I did that and not give in to the temptation to do that with everything else. The YSC Beauty lip mask. It's so beautiful. Putting it on right now. Where can this go if not on my dresser? Actually, you know where I can put this? Next to my bed. I don't really have a lip product on my bedside table. This is perfect for that. Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is a great, really rich priming cream. I've used most of it. I don't have room anymore downstairs, right? With my stuff, with my skincare. So this has to stay up here, but I would like to use that up. So I have to remember to rotate through my things that are up here. The Redhead Revolution mascara I've absolutely loved. It's totally used up and dried out. I can't get anything more out of it. I wouldn't put it past myself to repurchase this though. Chantecaille Cheek Chalet and Happy. Love it so much. It's going to go back in storage up here. Here is my empty Refi concealer. This is the used up one. Oh, this is another one of those NARS products. That's a really beautiful color too for the blush. Maybe somebody on the other end did know that I like rich, dark, unusual colors. I'm putting out that with the NARS product. Merit Complexion Stick. It's tempting to put this with my everyday makeup, but I'm trying to keep it simple with my everyday makeup. I already selected my items. This is going to go in storage up here. And when I say storage, I just mean in the drawers of my makeup vanity where I keep my makeup, which I'm very shortly going to start using as like the station, the place where I get myself ready. It's just not quite set up yet for that, but it's just like my same 3 drawers in my vanity that I always use. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to put all of these things away in the drawers instead of keeping them floating around. However, I'll probably give the Tower 28 concealer, the other shade of it, away as well. Kimiko Brow Gel. I think this is empty. This is used up. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. I'm going to keep this with my everyday makeup. There's that brown mascara there, but I want this one there too. Refi Brow Gel. There's still a little bit of life left in this, but I'm going to put it in the drawers up here because the typology is strong enough hold that it's all that I need. Merit Single Shadow in Brun. Oh no. Did this get dried out? No, it just has a crack in it. But you know what they say? There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. This is an amazing product, but I'm going to keep it up here with my other makeup. Oh, this. Why? Oh my gosh. Why am I still testing this? It's because look at it. This is the Surratt lid lacquer. It's because I can't bear to not keep it because the color is so incredible. Look at this. It's giving me feelings. I want to wear this on my eyes. I'm going to put it in the trying new makeup pile because I think that when I tested this product, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on my eyes right now. I just need to really give it a fair shake and see what it ends up looking like after 30 minutes. I'm sorry to be doing this off camera where you can't see it. I just can't remember. I can't remember what it ends up looking like over time. I want it to be amazing. I just put it on my lids and it looks amazing. It's like this rich, dewy, thin layer. It looks really sensual. It looks very wearable editorial. But I have a feeling that on my hooded lids, it's going to have bunched up and creased within 10 minutes and it's going to look grubby and weird, right? And it's not going to be something that's feasible for me to wear. I'm going to put it with the makeup that I'm putting away in the drawers up here, and I might end up decluttering it as I learn more about it today or soon. Okay, up next, this disastrous bag. The camera couldn't even focus on it because it's so full. What even is this? It's like a mix of, this is a mix of stuff that was downstairs and stuff that's been kicking around on the surface of my vanity for one reason or another. This is an Unearthly Cosmetics highlighter, liquid highlighter that I actually really liked, but I don't think it's going to join my permanent collection. I think my cousin will really love this. I'm going to declutter that and give it away. This is PR that I meant to use for a trying new makeup video. It's the Ami Colé liquid eyeshadow in this shade. Look at this. I think the shade is called Los Angeles. I'm going to put this with the NARS stuff and hopefully film with it at some point. Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara. I got this for review and I just never really bonded with it. I could never really, I don't know. I'm into like a fluffy lash these days. This never really would give me a fluffy lash. I'm going to declutter that. This is a declutter. That's what's happening. I'm decluttering everything. I'm going through this pile of stuff that is sort of collected outside of my drawers and decluttering it in advance of putting what I want to keep away. The Sigma Skin Tint, I do enjoy. I'm going to keep this, but put it away. This Queen Musia mascara. I actually like this. It's quite fluffy, the brush, and so you get kind of a fluffy lash from it. I'm going to also keep this, but put it away in the vanity. Merit Great Skin, as always, impossible to capture on camera. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's impossible to film this. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. I really love this product, but I have the skincare and priming moisturizers and stuff that I want to be using in the day-to-day for these next few weeks. I already have them set aside, right? So I'm going to put this away in my vanity. Ilia Limitless Lash, the best. I think that this is still going strong. I'm going to put this away in my vanity as well. I'm just keeping those two mascaras, the Brown Lancome and the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I'm just keeping those downstairs. Pillow Talk Blush, Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This is a great go-to because it blends really easily. It's a nice, neutral, sort of rich, I don't know, like slightly nudie terracotta. It blends really easily and moussely, but then it dries down and it is budge proof. It's a great thing to have kicking around, but it's going back in the vanity. I want to pick kind of an unexpected wild card blush to be the one that I shop my stash for, basically. This video is like a combination organization, declutter, and shop my stash. A lip liner. I would actually like to have a lip liner in my everyday makeup. I'm going to pick this Cafe lip liner from Unearthly. This is a nice, sticky, sturdy formula. Love the Victoria Beckham eye kajal, but this can just go in my drawers. The Alter Ego eye primer can just go in the drawers. This Lawless Forget the Filler Plumping Smoothing Gloss. I've been using the butt out of it and it was like leaking all over itself, or it got itself all over itself. I don't know if it was leaking or it just got messy. Right now, I don't feel inclined to risk it like a biscuit and put it back in my makeup bag in case it was leaking. So I'm going to keep it, but I'll just keep it up here in the drawers. This Exa Green Color Corrector. Oh, actually, there's still plenty of product in there. For some reason, I had been feeling like I thought it was gone. I thought that the other one was the only one working. The L'Oreal. I thought the L'Oreal was the only one that still had product in it and that this was used up. But this is not used up. I think I just switched to the L'Oreal because my skin's been so dry. And this has that clay content in it, which is usually great. But right now, the L'Oreal one is a little better for me. So I'm going to put this one in my drawers up here. Surratt Artistique Liquid Highlighter. Kind of subtler than I had hoped it would be. I never really fell in love with this product. It was just totally outshone by the Torch Lumiere in Diamante. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one because I'll never want this instead of the Torch Lumiere, I feel. Except for the fact that it dries down. No, you know what I'm going to do instead of decluttering it? I'm going to put it in my everyday makeup bag and see if I bond with it. And then if I don't, then I'll declutter it. That means the Torch Lumiere is going to go into the drawers along with these eyeshadows that I really love, but I have the NARS palette out right now, so I can put these away. The Patrick Ta. Ooh, this makes me want to wear it. It makes me want to wear it tomorrow. Look at it. I think I'm going to keep it out. I'll put the Armani away, but I'm putting Patrick Ta in my Merit makeup bag. This is another lid lacquer. Yeah, I was just checking on the lid lacquer that I've been wearing, the one that I put on like 20 minutes ago. It's absolutely wretched. It looks terrible. I'm going to go ahead and declutter both of these, even though I want to want them so much. The Surratt Brow Pomade, which makes my eyebrows into the bramble patches of my dreams. I'm going to keep this in the drawers up here because I have the Typology one that I'm using right now. The RMS foundation, the color's spot on. It's a little stiff and dry for me for this time of year, so I'm going to keep it up here. Dark Brown Merit Brow Pomade. This is a good product, but again, I'm using the Typology one in the day-to-day, so I'm going to keep this up here. I think I might put this sharpener with my everyday makeup stuff so that I can sharpen that lip pencil. Oh, this loathsome Tula lip mask that is pH adjusting. Definitely decluttering that. Really great dark black gel eyeliner from Ouzo Beauty. Keep that up here. Ooh, the Refi Sepia gloss. I want to take it downstairs with me. I want to put it in my everyday makeup bag and told myself I wouldn't. I'm going to put it with the makeup up here. Same with the Merit mascara. I'm keeping it, but up here. This Kimiko brow pencil is used up. This is the shade Black Tea, my favorite. Merit Power. What a great red. I used this in that video about doing a holiday makeup look without any eye makeup. I loved how that look came out. I loved that look, the entire thing. I also included like earrings and an outfit and hair and everything in that Get Ready With Me. I'll link that video. That's why this is out, but I'm going to put it away, put it with the other lipsticks. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this lash prototype. I feel like it's getting kind of used up. I'm going to keep it up here, but it's probably not long for this world. The NYX Fat Oil Slick Click. Ooh, it looks so pink. This must be a holdover from the lip balms video. I'm not going to keep this. This is an eyeliner, the Swede Beauty eyeliner in Mink Gray. Wow, that's so nice. I actually want to wear this. I'm going to put this in with my everyday makeup. I'm putting it in the Merit bag. A very old lip liner that I wore when I got married. It's from Lancome. I'm going to keep it with my makeup up here. Am I ever really going to seriously use this CL bronzing stick? I don't think so. I'm decluttering this. Some baby sunscreen. I don't know what that was doing in and amongst my items, but it needs to go back where it belongs. Oh, this KJH brand. I really love the formula of this. I love how shiny it is. I love how thin and slick and shiny it is, but the shade is way too orange for me, so I'm not going to keep that. Merit Bespoke. Aha! This is the blush. This is the blush that I want to keep and put with my stuff. This is going to be my new everyday for a while. Oh my goodness. One more round. Okay, this Tula peptide lip mask is actually amazing. I'll put it on right now. I would actually also like this to be on my bedside or in a coat pocket or something, so I'm going to take that downstairs with me. This, my friend Stephanie gave me. It's one of the Make Beauty multichromatic metal reflecting eyeshadows. It's in the shade Stardust. I am very grateful for the chance to try this formula, but I don't know about this color. This kind of green gray. Well, I thought it was that green gray, but now I see it sort of teal. I just don't know. The formula is great. It is kind of making me want to try it on my eyes. It would be a real departure for me right now. It's like a bit oil slicky. I'm going to put it in the trying new makeup pile and then we'll see. We'll see, my friends. The CL Tint and Protect. I like it. I'm going to keep it in the drawers up here. These two Farah Hamidi products, I never really bonded with them, but I like them enough to keep them for now as part of my makeup collection. So I'm going to keep them up here for now. I did a full review of these and yeah, they're still, yeah, we'll see. This Lisa Eldridge liquid eyeshadow. Looks like it's separating a little in the tube, but it's so beautiful. It's as grungy as we can get with Lisa, right? And that's what I'm looking for in the realm of Lisa Eldridge, like the grungiest possible choice. I really, really like this formula. I'm keeping that, but I'm keeping it up here because I already have enough eyeshadow for downstairs. Ooh, the Kosas lip mask. Any lip mask or lip treatment, it's like I can't have too many of them floating around with my stuff in the bedroom, like with my everyday stuff. So I'm going to hang on to this as well down there. What's going on with this Tula primer? I think it's, oh yeah, it's got pigment. Yeah. That's a no. That's the color of it. Armani Eye Tint. Love it so much. Also going to keep it in my drawers up here. Oh, here's another Lawless Forget the Filler. I'm going to take this and use it as a replacement for the one that I thought might have been leaking. This is such a great lipstick. This is Ulta Dusty Mauve. I think it was out of stock when I went to link it. When I applied this recently in a video and then I went to link it, I think I saw that it was out of stock, but not discontinued. It might be back. Keeping this. e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand wand was from a drugstore blush video, and I tested it a couple more times and I didn't really end up falling in love with it, so I'm going to declutter that. The Sweet Beauty brown mascara, a weird wand, and it's such a dark brown, it really just reads as black. I'm actually not going to keep trying to make it work with that. I'm going to declutter that. Ooh, the Refi blush. I really wanted to get back into this gig. Should I add this to my everyday makeup? I think I will. I think I want to put this in my everyday makeup as well. The 1999 lash and brow tint, which I was really just using as a lash tint. I'm going to hang on to this, but not in my everyday makeup. Same with this old Isom lip liner. Same with this. Oh, this is the clear Merit brow. I actually don't really know how this works, how well this works. I'm going to put this in the trying new makeup pile. Surratt primer, hanging on to it. This Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment in Creme Brulee. I really did not like the flavor. I tried it once for a video and then I just put it back in its box. I think I'm going to give it away. I don't know what this is doing. Whoa, City Lips Plumping Gloss in this wild color. It's like a multi-chromatic gloss. Do I kind of want to put this on? I know it's going to plump a spot on my hand. Do I kind of want that? I'm going to put it on right now. I kind of like it. I'm generally a bigger fan of the Lawless. I like the Lawless one better. It doesn't have, I don't like the smell of the City Beauty, the smell and taste, but it is quite a powerful lip plumper, City Beauty City Lips. And I like this brown with pink sparkle. It's actually quite sheer. I like it better than the sheer red of Forget the Filler, of this Forget the Filler. So I'm actually going to put this in my everyday makeup and have this be my current lip plumper because I like the color enough that I could see myself sometimes just going on to wear it as opposed to just putting it on to plump my lips and then wiping it off to apply a lip product. I think this is cute. I like that color. My NARS powder had somehow gotten lost. I often use this just to set concealer. I'm going to put that back with my everyday stuff. This Pat McGrath palette that I had pulled to apply in a video recently. Love it so much. It's going to go back in the drawer. And this little Merit mirror is actually going to go back in my everyday makeup. Okay, so I have this little pile of, we're recapping. I got through all of the bags. So we're recapping. I have this little pile of PR that I need to try. So I'm going to put that in a little basket to maybe try on camera sometime soon. All of this makeup needs to go back into my drawers, and I am actually going to film that process in a separate video. I'm going to put all of this away and kind of reorganize those drawers and maybe do like another round of decluttering, including what's currently in the drawers. I'm going to set up my vanity with you all. These things are also going back in the drawers. They're from like the first round when I was going through my everyday makeup bag. And these perfumes as well. I'm going to find a spot for them in my vanity. All of this is being decluttered. And this is the new everyday makeup situation. These same 6 makeup pieces are going to be in the tray. So nothing has been added to the tray. The tray is still itself. A significant number of makeup pieces have been added to the bag. In addition to the 6 products in the tray, in my bag I have these 4 complexion products. So the Obagi Elastoderm, the Topicals Primer, the Aura Glow Lust, and the powder. I have these pieces of eye makeup, the eye primer from Urban Decay, Patrick Ta, Still at the Club, the NARS palette, and this Sweet Beauty Mink eyeliner. And then these 2 mascaras, a brown and a burgundy. Too many lip products, okay? I'm actually going to remove the Power Peptide lip balm and put it back in the drawer up here. And that leaves us with 5, the Greige lip liner, the Soul Kiss lip balm, the NARS lipstick, the Hourglass jelly balm, and the lip plumper. And then these like lip mask type things, I'm going to take them downstairs, but they're not going to live in this bag. They'll probably live on my bedside. And for cheeks, I've just got the Merit blush, the Refi blush, and the Surratt Artistic liquid highlighter, and a couple of tools in the bag, a mirror, a brush or 2, a sharpener, a pair of tweezers, etc. And that is quite enough to be getting on with for the video and for my everyday makeup. Once I take this bag and that tray downstairs, I'm going to feel much more organized down there. Literally all of this makeup that I just went through has been in my living space, like in my everyday space where I get ready, put on skincare, get dressed, try to get myself to bed every night. And it's just really been gunking up the works. So I am going to already feel much better downstairs, and I'm poised to be able to put everything back where it goes upstairs the next time I come to film. Thank you for spending this time with me. It was sort of an unwieldy video, just me going through my stuff and getting organized. I hope it was soothing and enjoyable and informative. And I really hope that you're taking extra good care of yourself so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.